Tristan is a young boy that I have followed for many years. He has something we call hereditary spherocytosis, and red blood cells are altered, they are round, and they get destroyed by the spleen.
So without his spleen, he's at high risk of infection. His body can't fight it on its own.
He takes prophylactic penicillin every day, forever.
Anybody could get Tristan sick.
He is susceptible to infections and requires frequent visits to the hospital whenever he gets a temperature.
The whole process is just really long down there.
It's too bright and it takes a long time to see the doctors.
Tristan would have to come to the emergency and he may sit there for 4 hours waiting to be treated. And then he is in an area where there are people with infection, making it dangerous for him too.
When I wait a long time, I'm afraid I'm going to get sicker and sicker. It's scary when all those germs are on me.
The long process is really hard on children, and it's also really hard on parents seeing their children go through that.
I've been in their shoes where you bring your child in the middle of the night and you've been up all night with them, they've been coughing, they've had a fever, you're worried, you bring them into a busy emergency department. There are people around you who are sick, it's busy, you don't know what's going to happen next, and you often wait a long time. And even when you do get into the emergency department, it's still busy and the lights are bright. And there's a lot of anxiety about how long are we going to be here and what's the journey going to be like? Are we going to be able to go home tonight or tomorrow morning? One of the things that's really fantastic is that we have this real estate to grow into. It was built really with such foresight.
The Rapid Assessment Zone allows us to see the less critically ill patients in a timely manner. We have an extra physician on duty during a large part of the day. Previously they were waiting long hours to be seen for these sort of non critical conditions. So the Rapid Assessment Zone has allowed us to decrease our wait times and also decrease the percentage of people leaving without being seen by a doctor. And having the Rapid Assessment Zone obviously improves flow throughout the ED and allows us to see our more critically ill patients as well in a more timely manner. It's been one of the most important changes that I've seen in our emergency department.
Now with our partnership with RAS, the kids get seen, they get into RAS, assessed by the emergency physician and transferred upstairs to us very quickly. There they can be observed, followed up, get more medication or treatment as necessary, and see a pediatrician as well.
The new way is better. We go straight upstairs and the nurses have a room ready for me.
The nurses are great when we go up there and we get to see a pediatrician right away.
Pediatric Observation Unit has just provided such a good partnership with Emerge in that they help us take these children out of this environment where there is all this stress and anxiety and put them in a quiet place where they can get seen by the right people and they can get treated and they can have a good sleep and be reassured that they're going to be able to go home healthy.
I really like the new way better.
He gets to go upstairs and play on the Wii while he's waiting for his IV.
I like playing the Wii and just watching TV in there.
Pediatric's observation unit has really improved the quality of life for Tristan and all of us. He's happier and healthier, it reduces his anxiety, and it shows him that the hospital is not a scary place.
When this project started in January of this year, we were a pilot project for the entire Fraser Health region, and perhaps the only project of its kind in BC.
The goal that we sort of had in the back of our head was that we would consider it a success if we hit 500 visits by the 6-month mark. And we actually exceeded that almost by double.
The project has been an outstanding success.
The project has now gone from pilot to permanent service, and they're looking at places to roll it out across the region as an example of a quality care model. It is innovative, it's improved the quality of care for the children and families in this community, and I'm very proud to have been part of it.
The observation unit does not have a cardiopulmonary monitor. This monitor enables us to watch the heart rate, the patterns of the heartbeat, the oxygen levels in the blood, and the rate of respiration.
When we came to the foundation this year with our need for this vein viewer, it was really apparent how needed it was in our community.
The emergency department has been testing a new piece of equipment called the vein finder, and we have borrowed that for pediatric care, and it is extremely valuable for people like Tristan, whose veins can be difficult to find and make it easier to start IVs for him.
When I get sick, I'm scared to tell my mom because I know I have to get an IV.
A lot of nurses, especially emerge nurses, are very good at IVs, but there's always the patients that come in that are either dehydrated or have been in for multiple surgeries or been in hospital multiple times for whatever reason, and their veins are, for better lack of words, they're used up, and there just isn't a lot for even the best nurse to see.
Uses infrared technology to allow us to find veins and insert them quickly.
That person that would have been poked 4 or 5 times looking for a vein, we can now go with this wonderful piece of machinery and we can get that vein the very first time. Makes it more efficient, makes it more concise, and we're able to treat patients better with more dignity and with more comfort. We are so grateful to the foundation for their commitment to this piece of equipment.
People like you have supported the hospital and the hospital's needs.
We're asking you to help us again.
Your donation tonight will make a difference to the quality of a child's care at Ridge Meadows Hospital.
Please do what you can tonight. The hospital and the foundation really need your support.
Thank you for keeping me healthy.